What's going on, guys? It's Timo Flamingo coming at you with another Pokemon Unite replay video. Today, I got another Blastoise game for you boys. And yeah, it's nothing new. Blastoise is one of the oldest Pokemon, well, in general, being one of the original 3 starters. It's not even my favorite starter. Sorry, that title goes to Venusaur. However, I just got my green ribbon for the boy. And I was like, wow. I looked at my games and I'm like, I actually pick Squirtle as one of my go-to defenders. It's just an all-around good Pokemon. It's got decent early game. It's got decent mid-game. When you become a Blastoise, you know, when you go from Wartortle to Blastoise and you unlock its ultimate, its Unite move, at level 9, the game gets good. It does have one of the best ultimates in this game, in my opinion, and probably in actuality. So, for today's build, we got the usual. There's actually quite a few Blastoise builds. You can go with the Surf, Hydro Pump, Keep Away, you know, put them on a couple of, put some glasses on them, and a focus band, you know, the use, the goods. But I think in this video I'm rocking the Rapid Fire Scarf, Muscle Band, and I want to say Slick Spoon, but I think I put the focus band on. You gotta keep the Blastoise alive in order to do fun stuff, you know what I mean? And I do think, well, I know we went with, well, when you go with that build, the Rapid Fire Scarf, Muscle Band, for those who don't know, instead of picking Water Spout, Rapid Spin, you go with the Hydro Pump. Because when you're in the Rapid Spin, you can just hold down A, and the Scarf does the rest. Your attack speed is actually good enough to sustain high amounts of damage without you having to rely on the Water Spout combo, you know what I mean? And you keep the Hydro Pump in reserve for the big push, as you just saw there. It does a nice burst of damage. It pushes them away, and I do believe it stuns them for like half a second. Something silly like that. But as you can see so far, we're just getting the job done. We're getting the spinny rooney doonies on the opposing Pokemon. We're putting down 20 points, popping the goals. I got Eldegoss helping out your boy, keeping the opposing Pokemon on their side. I have yet to faint, and we're 3 minutes in the game. Level 8. I'm almost a Blastoise, so I'm going for this Regice coming in hot. So during these replays, if you guys haven't already noticed, I do talk about the Pokemon a bit. I talk about the state of the game. I talk about other things. But, you know, this is kind of a Blastoise showcase, but, you know, if you're playing Pokemon Unite, this isn't nothing new. You'll see the build at the end of the video to see how I get things done. So one thing I will say about Blastoise is I do like to try new and exciting things, new and exciting builds, see if I can tune the Pokemon to my own play style, which you should be doing as well. You know, there's people who go on YouTube and go on Unite DB, look at popular builds, and that's good when you want to get your feet wet and when you want to learn how to play a Pokemon, learn the fundamentals. Because one thing I do love about this game is that every Pokemon has its own individual play style, its own stats, and there's a learning curve, not just to the game itself, but to the Pokemon, to every individual Pokemon. Unless you're Mewtwo. Unless you're just absolutely broken. Anyways, so, for the Emblem build, as which you'll see at the end of the video, I can't remember all the emblems off the top of my dome, but I am rocking the 7 red, and I do believe I put 2 green to kind of add on to it, but I'm not worried. You see, when it comes to Blastoise in particular, he has this neat little thing with his boosted attack. you know, when you come out of the rapid spin, he does a boosted attack. I don't know if he does a boosted after every move he does, but he definitely does one after the rapid spin. When you do that, it knocks a good second or two off of his cooldowns, so you're able to just jump right back into it. So going 7 black, yeah, it's the norm, right? 7 black, 6 green is a normal build. A lot of people use it. It's very common. It's good for a lot of Pokemon, but for this time around, I'm like, you know what? I just want to concentrate on attack speed for Blastoise himself, because whenever you get that boosted attack, he reduces his cooldowns. So I'm like, so I can sustain his damage output when I'm not spinning, and I can work on those cooldowns. You know, it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as I completely just eradicate the Zoomer with the help of Eldegoss. So I took that and I just ran with it, and to my accord, it actually worked really good. As you'll see in this video, already a level 11 with 3.5 minutes left in the game. And as I was saying, it's things like these, things like this particular build that you're able to just try out for yourself, try out new things, stuff you don't normally see, stuff you don't normally play against. You know, anybody can just go on Unite DB, look up, oh, 7 black, 6 green on the Blastoise. Alright, got it. But there's ways to improve. There's ways to do things. Oh, another thing you'll also see about the Emblem build is that I stayed away from choices that, like, just straight up lowered my attack stat and raised the special attack stat. And I think that helped in Stride, because your first 2 attacks, if it's not boosted, is using the attack stat. And as I looked at Blastoise's stats on Unite DB, I realized that the gap between his special attack and his regular attack is not that far apart. It does get much farther apart from each other later in the stage of the game, because as he levels up further, it becomes apparent that he is a special attacker, so obviously it's going to be better, right? But for Squirtle and Wartortle, it's like almost dead even. So it's like, you know what? I don't want to lower the attack stat lower than I have to. Muscle Band and Rapid Fire Scarf are already helping it out, but I'm like, you know what? I just want a nice even suit of damage across Blastoise while I'm reaping the benefits. So as you see the Emblem build, don't be alarmed. You know, don't sit here and you know, don't comment on the video like, oh, why didn't you pick the Moltres and the Arcanine and all these other things to raise your special attack? That is the reason why. I would rather lower Blastoise's massive HP count to sustain my damage output. So we're at the end of the game here, boys. Rayquaza battle in the mix. Their Trevenant's down, their Azumarill's down. We are up, so we do just have to play some defense. We take Rayquaza anyway because Glaceon and Eldegoss are just madmen. The Trevenant's already given up. This is the end of the game, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for Blastoise, guys. We're going to enter in the stat phase of the video coming up once this game loads. And yeah, just overall, I was surprised. I like Blastoise as a Pokemon in this game, just as a defender. So we'll go here, prove that it's a ranked match. Go down here, check out those battle details. And yeah, 10 and 9, rate the MVP. I have been rated. Although this Mewtwo went 11 and 9, he didn't score any points. So just because I scored 61, I got MVP. But anyways, yeah, so 71k damage, only to be outdone in the damage department by our own Mewtwo. We did more than all of the opposing team's Pokemon, including their Mewtwo. They actually went 9 and 4 and then got MVP. So that's it, guys. Not much to say about Good old Blastoise. Yeah, he's pretty not mid. He's pretty above average in this meta. He can hold his own with the right build and the right skill. So with that said, this is Timo Flamingo signing out.